Hey, what's up, guys? So I decided to get back on YouTube because I decided to start making masks. Also, don't try this at home. I decided to start making masks again. I never really stopped for very long. I only stopped for maybe a week or two. But the reason I haven't been making YouTube videos is because I haven't been making my masks openly. Because I recently got a new partner and I was scared of what they might say. But they don't seem like they know what I mean whenever I say Ethereum, so I guess it doesn't really matter. And then we're gonna... Guess they don't know what Ethereum is, and it's really sad because I don't know how to explain it because I can only comprehend what it looks like in my mind, but I can't comprehend how to explain it outside of my head. So, I've basically been kind of just winging it on how to tell them. So, yeah. We're gonna start by making our mask, which is already almost got the front of the base of the mask cut out almost. And I can't seem to be doing this right. It's okay though. We will figure it out. Okay. And I just found the safest way possible to do this. If you hold the knife as steady as possible without moving it, you're less likely to cut yourself. Now that I'm realizing that, I'm going to do it this way now. And then to try not to move the knife too much. Should probably point this away from my face. Okay, this looks horrible. But I can actually straighten it out a tiny bit better with the knife and then some scissors. But I did it lopsided on accident because the knife is really hard to use. It should be usable still if you did it this way. And then it'll almost be identical if you do it right. So find the center and fold it. And then use the scissors because they're less likely to cut yourself even though they're not able to be used. That's good because they're really dull. Shall figure it out. Okay. Looks horrible, but I tried. Let me just straighten this out a tiny bit. Yes, I'm using my hands as a barrier so that I don't cut the cardboard box. Don't try that at home. Okay. And we're just gonna roll it up like a taco. No, not like a taco. Yes, you can roll tacos, but they're more like folding in half. We're gonna roll it up like a burrito. Or for those people who roll their pizza, then we're rolling it up like pizza. And the reason I say this is because it loosens up all of the edges. Looks really tight, but when you open it and then do this and bend it around a little bit, it's actually malleable. And it's really nice to have them be malleable because then you can bend them to the shape of your face. So this side's more flat and this side's more pointed. So I'm gonna cut right there. There we go. Okay, got the mask all set up. Well, the base of the mask. And then you know how there's those people who actually like take like this part of the mask and then they cut out a piece of like cardboard to the shape of the mask. I came up with an idea. What if we did that and then made it more 3D? Actually, I feel like that would look really stupid. No, it depends on how you want to do it. Anybody can do anything they want with their masks. What am I doing next? Right, rectangle. Beautiful. Rectangle. Why do we need a rectangle? Well, we're gonna do this. Do you want that one? About, yes. So we're gonna take it from right here. There we go. Now that we got a fold going, we're going to hold it like this. Take the knife again. Try not to be dangerous about it. But if that's the way it goes, then that's the way it goes. Because, kind of believe it or not, but sounds like today's my day for having danger be my middle name. Okay. Now we're going to take this one, which looks way too close to being a flippin' square, and this is not straight for me, so we're going to do this, make it as straight as we can see possible. Scissors are way too hard to use. Okay, now that we've got that done, we're going to go like this. We're going to see these lines and these lines. So without cutting all the way through, we're going to just make lines on where similar to where we want to cut. And then we're going to cut. And I'm doing pretty horrible with that part, so I have to twist slightly to the left. Ooh. Actually, that might help. My thumb is getting a cramp. Okay. Back to work. So, okay, now we'll straighten it out. Oh man. Well, yeah, you still messed up. You cut the entire direction. that can be used for something later, just not currently. Okay, we're gonna use this. I'm gonna do this. Okay, and I just realized my thumb is way too close. Whoop. My thumb was way too close to getting stabbed, so I moved it away. Okay, and we're gonna go straight. For about that long. Same concept right here. And then I came up with the idea so that I had a more rounded looking face. I would kind of round off the edges towards the top, where the base of the snout is going to connect to the base of the mask. Okay. That'll work for now, because we can do this. Seems like it'll work. And then we're gonna make it look a lot less lopsided by doing this, so. Okay, one side, and then okay. That's gonna have to do, because if we do it right, I'm gonna use this as a marker, as the center of the nose. Okay, we're gonna pull this side, and then over to this side. Tell me why this looks more like, okay, schnoz is almost ready. This is gonna be a little bit shorter than I anticipated. It does look like my panther nose though, so it's still usable. It's just not the specific stereotype I was gonna do, but that is a-okay. Okay. I'm getting really, really, really tired. Like my hands are. I need to buy sharper equipment to cut with. And I don't have tape or glue. But I did come up with a new idea on how to make a waterproof cardboard mask using a plastic Ziploc bag and definitely not a flat hair iron or hair flat iron, or however you call it, a flat iron for straightening your hair. Yeah, I'm totally genius. Anyways, and then I also came up with this other idea that I don't want to mention right now because it's a little weird. I was going to use something else as tape. So I think of a household item that you can think of that's sticky. It's definitely not a Band-Aid. Think of Shark Week. Anyways, now that I think about it, that was a really dumb idea. Anyways, I don't know what I'm supposed to do now about the whole situation. Because I just realized I don't have anything to stick my pieces of my mask to my pieces of my mask. Unless I did it all in one hole. So like, say I were to cut out something shaped like this, it would work. So I just basically draw a mini mushroom with 2 legs. That's exactly what it looks like, the shape. Tell me that does not look like a mushroom with 2 stems. Well, whenever it's not put together like this. When it's put together like this, it actually looks like something. And then we just have to add 2 triangles. And then bend them into place. Call me genius or either really not smart, because who knows if that would work or not. I'm really good at taking things, dissecting them, and then turning into something. Like in my head, I can take a square, no, not a square, a cube, and dissect it into a bunch of different parts. Let me prove it. Time for Mathematics 101. Okay, so what does your thought process of a cube look like? It looks like well, I'm horrible at drawing cubes, but you'll see the idea, what I mean, in a second. So this is a cube, right? What if I told you I can do this and draw wrong part of the cardboard. I need more cardboard for this part because cubes are actually smaller than their laid out form. That's not, whenever they're like more 3D, or no, when they're not 3D and they're more like, what's it called? The opposite of 3D? Is that 2D? 1D? Something D? Anyways. So it'd basically be a square, right? And then you add 1 square right here, and then another square right here for the top, because the top has to connect. And then you just draw a square around all 4 corners. And this right here turns into a cube. This exact shape right here. How does this turn into this? Well, if I cut it out, you'll see. Let me just show you. It's really exciting. I get so excited over my cool little, like, what's it called? What would this be called? Like little mathematical problems or a talent? This is kind of like my new little talent show. It's the one thing I know how to do that a lot of people cannot do, and I can do it in my head. Like, visualize it without the cardboard box. The cardboard box wasn't so finicky. there's one line. 2. I need to be more careful because if I go through this second layer of cardboard box, I might poke my leg. Okay, you know what? We're doing this a safer way, away from the leg. Okay. Okay, my phone keeps buzzing and I don't know why. Okay. Almost close to being finished. Okay, now keep in mind not all my lines are straight because I'm way too lazy to go in and straighten them all out so they look like perfect cubes. But essentially, a cube looks kind of like a religious cross when it's being dissected. Fun fact. Okay. See, and then what you do is you take it it's not going to be complete because this is too short. I just realized that. It's okay. Shiz happens. Okay. And my top is too short too. But if you were to imagine these being longer than they are, it would create a cube. Looks like a cube for this angle. But then you look on this side and it's not complete. It's got like a triangle. Like a, what is that called? A triangle. Is that not a trapezoid, is it a parallelogram? Who knows? All I know is this is a cube, if you look at it right. And then when you dissect it, it turns into this.